Louis, welcome. Wonderful to meet you here at the European Space Conference.
Thank you very much, Kevin. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm Louis, I'm Gama's co-founder, and the project at Gama is developing solar sails for deep space exploration. Our project is to take those massive, big space blankets and to equip nano-satellites with them in order to go really far without embarking any fuel.
Can you provide more detail on the launch of your first solar sail into space?
So we launched on the 3rd of January with SpaceX, the mission Transporter 6. We were flown at an altitude of 538 kilometers. At the moment, the satellite is doing well. It's just orbiting around the Earth at a speed of roughly 28,000 kilometers. It's a 6U CubeSat weighing 11 kilograms, and it will deploy during spring a solar sail of 75 square meters. At the moment, it's just a deployment to test our technology and to prove to investors and people that are following us that we have the capacity of deploying a really large surface from a very small satellite. The whole project at Gama is how can we handle and master the way of developing and deploying something very, very big from something very, very small. As soon as we have deployed our first solar sail, we will be launching a few months after a second solar sail mission where we will just show navigation with the sail from point A to point B so that we can navigate with the sail and that it's a true propulsion device for space exploration.
What does it take to be an innovative company in today's competitive market?
We're taking many risks because as of now, technology is very fun, it makes everyone dreams, but as of the market, it's not really clear where we're going to go. Today, selling a mission to Mars with a 6U CubeSat or a 12U CubeSat is not that easy. Selling a mission to Venus isn't that easy. We're just trying to find the right market at the moment. We're both working with the French Space Agency and we're now looking at European funds and we are moving on forward with them. We have just hired, a team. We're now 20 in the team, just working outside of Paris. And it's pretty complicated because our technology is close to science fiction and it's very innovative. So now the biggest problem, let's say, for us is to demonstrate that we can use solar sailing as a way of traveling in space.
Gama Space, you are here presenting at the European Space Conference. How do you find this European market for new space and startups?
I guess for early stage startups it's great because you have a lot of money. You have money coming from ESA, you have money coming from the European Union, you have money coming from the European Commission, you have at national levels in England or in France, money coming in for young startups. But as soon as you want to go a little further, as soon as you have raised some seed round, you have raised some Series A, etc., it gets a little harder. I mean, everybody's looking at the US at the moment. All the young startups are looking at the US. I think the biggest deal for Europe and for national countries is to try to compete with the US in terms of funds, of course, but also in terms of trust. In the US market, you have a lot of trust from NASA to young startups. We want the same. We want to be able to go to Mars with some payloads coming from ESA. We want to go do more and more complex missions with the help of CNES, with the help of the UK Space Agency or any agency. We want that trust that exists in the US arrive in Europe. That's the biggest today goal for us.
Louis, we wish you every success.
Thank you very much indeed. That's great.